Tonight, Donald Trump's brainstorming ideas and his internet trolling, it's all blowing up in his face on the world stage. It started with this. Trump musing about a so-called real estate deal where he might try to buy Greenland, and then trolling everyone about it by posting this photoshopped picture captioned, "I promise not to do this to Greenland." Very funny, Donald. But you're president, so it's different than when other people post jokes online, and it merited a response from the Prime Minister of Denmark, a longstanding U.S. ally, who shot Trump down and said Greenland's not for sale, and added, quote, "I strongly hope this is not meant seriously." Now, the idea may not sound serious given Trump's Photoshop diplomacy, but he is now taking the response seriously and taking the rejection like a snowflake, canceling a planned bilateral visit to Denmark.
The Prime Minister's statement that it was absurd, it was an absurd idea, was nasty. Don't say what an absurd idea that is. They can't treat the United States with a statement, how absurd, when they say it was absurd and it was said in a very nasty, very sarcastic way.
Okay, let's just deal with this real quick. We know it's how he operates. Attack, troll, mock, bully, and then indignantly complain other people are being sarcastic or bullying him, be it the Danish Prime Minister or the media or his own former aides, from Michael Cohen to Omarosa to Scaramucci, who recently shared this New Yorker cartoon online to capture the 5 stages of employment at the Trump White House, from walking in excited right there in that MAGA hat on your head, to Trump tweeting at you as he brandishes his knife, to the final stage here, a knife stabbed in your back. And it all unfolds in public, so the new employees, they know what they're in for. But folks, as the old saying goes, this is bigger than Greenland. Okay, that's not a saying, but this is, I think, about more than Greenland and more than petty feuds. This is now a challenge to our civics and our culture when the President of the United States wants to make all of this stuff our new normal. And even the most measured observers among us have had enough. Pulitzer Prize winner Gene Robinson now writing, "We must face the truth that our president is raving like a lunatic." So we turn to someone to help us calm down. Barbara Rez, former executive vice president of the Trump Organization, author of All Alone on the 68th Floor, and a knowledgeable expert in all things Donald Trump. Not the only thing you've done in your life, but it is relevant.
Well, it became very important for some reason.
How's your summer going?
Good.
Good?
Yeah.
It's nice to see you.
Thank you.
It's bigger than Greenland, though, right? It's also about anything can become the most important thing to him if it hurts him, if it wounds him. Is he a snowflake?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, he does the worst things, and then when somebody just does a little thing, how dare they? This is the United States they're insulting. I mean, it's ridiculous.
And then there's the thing where everyone around him, and it's not just his employees, because, okay, you have to leave if you're not going to support your boss in that world of Trump. Mm-hmm. But even outside, media allies who could let it go or leave it up, they feel the need in this Trumpified Republican media machine to say, nope, everything is a good idea, everything's a serious idea. Take a look at the way this Greenland thing was treated.
The president, who knows a thing or two about buying real estate, wants to take a look.
Well, I don't understand why people are dismissing this like it's some sort of a crazy idea.
I think this is going to happen. Anybody who's in denial, it's going to happen. Manifest Destiny Greenland is going to happen.
If you don't like this, you're not truly an American patriot.
It's funny.
Yeah. Funny haha or funny the Republic is slowly dying?
It's funny haha, to be honest with you, but I'm happy to see that they're slowly dying. They're committing harakiri, I think.
You think that the political movement is slowly dying?
Yes, absolutely. Yes, maybe that's wishful thinking, but absolutely.
When you look at the number of people who worked for him, not only in the old days like you, but recently, and then as we showed, they're publicly feuding with him. You keep it classy. You're more like the Michelle Obama go high type, but you obviously have disagreements with him. You've laid those out on a substantive grounds. Him and Scaramucci are fighting like dogs, and we're told, according to the reporting, there's not strategy. This is from Politico. Not much strategy behind Trump's name-calling when presented with the possibility that the attacks have given Scaramucci's critiques more oxygen. White House official responded, They don't give a S.
You know, I was on a show with Scaramucci recently, Danny Deutsch, and he was like all gung-ho for Trump. I don't know what the hell.
Recently?
Yeah. Well, all of a sudden he changed. But, you know, I don't mean to question his credibility. But you know, he just turned. He was pushing Trump. He's going to win. He's the right thing. And, you know, I don't know.
What happens, though? I mean, obviously, these people at some point before their last day on the job go, oh, wait, this isn't working out, I want out, and then I have to reposition on the outside. I mean, it must be, I don't know how you felt when you first left the Trump Organization in New York, where he had plenty of enemies. I mean, you had all the racial strife, you had the Central Park Five, you had him denying, according to the Department of Justice, minorities and being able to stay in the places. Did you feel that you had to do some sort of reset with New York? Because now it's so supersized. I mean, one explanation for Scaramucci is he looked around and said, I got to get further distance from this.
I think that's right. I think he probably did. I think he thought that he was getting into dangerous ground with himself. And there's no gain for him, actually, although, I don't know, there may have been a loss by coming out. As for me, I sort of had my own reputation. And, you know, I like to say that no contractor was ever cheated on any job I worked on.
You were overseeing, yeah.
Yeah, so I didn't really have to make up, and he wasn't that bad then. You know, people started thinking he was a little bit of a joke, but more later on, when he started getting involved with the models and buying, you know, the Trump ice and the wine and all that stuff, and then, you know, The Apprentice. I mean, that to me and many people he was like a cartoon at that point.
Yeah, I guess the last question before I let you go, as a former Trump aide, is are you considering going on Dancing with the Stars?
Absolutely, and I'd be great.
Yeah? What's your best dance move?
I think maybe the tango.
The tango is classic. Barbara, we always appreciate having you here. You've been there, you've done it, you know him, and you give us extra insight. So thank you for coming through.
My pleasure.
Hey, I'm Ari Melber from MSNBC. You can see more of our videos right here, or better yet, subscribe to our YouTube channel below. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with us, and we appreciate that.